Hey, how's it going, guys? God's Vessel or Caesar here again, bringing you the continuation of the Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Chapter Challenge walkthrough on the Master Ninja difficulty. So just to recap, we've done chapters 1 through 4, and today we're going to go ahead and try to knock out chapter 5. And I know I say this at the beginning of every chapter. If I'm on a roll, I'm going to do 6, 7, and 8, but that hardly ever happens. I think the only chapter that I had fun with, or chapters, was like 9 and 10. But I had some real bad luck in chapter 9 and 10. You'll see that down the road. 11 wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but we'll get to that eventually. So for now, I guess we're gonna go ahead and go back to 5. 5 is who was 5 played by? Momoji. Yeah, so 5 is played with the character Momoji. I guess they kind of wanted to give you a break with playing a reuse, so they throw in Momoji. Momoji is not as bad as Ayane and Rachel, so you have a little wiggle room here, considering the fact that you could spam the UTs a couple times. Now I still think that I am going to upload the majority of the gameplay. If I die more than 2 or 3 times at any one point in the game, I'll just oh man, I always get sleepy when I start to record these. But as I was saying, if I die more than 2 or 3 times during the gameplay, what I'll do is I'll just kind of cut out the repeated deaths over and over again. So hopefully we don't have too many of those. I think I had like 2 or 3 at the beginning of the chapter. And I might have had one kind of at the halfway point. And I think I might have had a death like right before the Tenju brothers fight. So we'll see how it goes. And then we'll make whatever adjustment we need to make to the editing process. So that is that. So what I end up doing, I went back in here eventually, and I changed the audio back to English and kept the subtitles on. I think at one point I took them off and I put them back on. What I do when I watch TV or any kind of programming, I turn the subtitles on just for the reading, sake. Just because, I guess. There's no real reason or need to have them on. I just kind of have them on. So I kind of had them on in the game, but I did go back and change the language to English and leave the subtitles on. So you'll see that coming in later videos. Some people are annoyed by the whole Japanese, voice and the characters' expressions and things like that. But don't worry, I changed it. All right, so here we are, and one of the things that you notice with Momoji is that you'll see me doing it here, like right now. You can easily loop her, something Zuden drop, the guillotine throw. You can easily loop it over and over and over again. You can just keep doing it. I don't know if they designed it that way on purpose or it's just kind of in the game. But regardless of why it's there, we're going to use it. And I think that's what aids, you through this chapter right here, because you can loop her Zuna over and over and over again. So, yeah. I do think there's a death coming up here too, so. Of course, there's our favorite enemy in the game, the Rocket Ninja. But he is, of course, hated less than the dogs are hated, so he's number 2 on the list. Dogs, Rocket Men, not mages, and any enemy that kills me. Basically, any enemy in the game that gives me a hard time, I just don't like them. Oh yeah, here it comes. Now, when you're playing as Momoji, it's okay to go ahead and cast these Nimpos whenever you have to, but don't like rely on them like if they're your only weapon, because as you see, you can only carry 3 of them. I think they are a tad bit better than reuse. Oh man, getting peppered in the air. Yeah, see right there? I didn't appreciate that. I got hit twice by the rocket, and I'm on the ground, and the guy is just pulling all sort of like chef cutting combos out on me, and he just, tears me to pieces. So that's not fun. And you can't even recover from it. It's not like you have, an iframe, you can get up from that. So that's why I take full advantage of this right here. This repeated, guillotine throw, because the game does it to you, so why not return the favor? But like I was saying, the Nimpo from Momoji, I think it's better than reuse, but you have to kind of use them sparingly in here because you only have 3 of them, and it's not hard to get more, but because there's so much more better than reuse, the game doesn't give it to you as often. But Momoji is a good enough character to where you can kind of find a good balance between spamming the Nimbos and, of course, spamming the guillotine throw here to make her encounters a lot easier. And look how close I was to this rocket dude. I'm like less than a foot away from him, and he's still trying to shoot the rocket at me. I don't like that. Try to put some sort of obstacle or barrier between me and the Rocket Man so he won't be able to fire off like that. Wasn't too challenging at all. Matter of fact, it was alright easy. Oh wait, hang on a second. Was it? No, we're still fighting bad guys here. And look at this shit right here. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. I oh man, I think I've died before like that, where I'm you know, like mid attack and then the flames come out of the ground. And I don't think stuff like that should be in the game. It shouldn't be in any game. I shouldn't be like mid attack and then there's an attack coming on from an enemy, and when I come out of my attack, I'm automatically exposed to it and it kills me. I think that happened in chapter like 2 or 3, where I was like inside of an attack and I came out and I died. Yeah, it was chapter I think it was like 3 or 4 actually, the chapters with Alexi. There were a couple mages on the rooftop and that happened. I come out of an attack and then I get hit by the fire. It's like, all right. So by this time, I'm actually a little annoyed because I got to play this again. And, ooh, what's going on right there? You guys, you know, kind of get to see the polished version of this. I cut out, you know, if there's repeated deaths, like I said, I cut out most of them, but playing it over and over again, it's not fun. I just want to get through it, knock everything out on the first try, and get the gameplay to you guys. But I think that Team Ninja has it in for me. And then when you see me in the air, like doing a little aerial swipe, it's not me jumping doing it, it's just the guillotine throw failing to connect, which I don't see why it should, because I'm right here in front of these guys. Yeah, when they surround you like this, just go ahead and abuse the guillotine throw. No need to try to play honorable or fair, because one rocket and then these guys grab you, you're done. And then I don't know if I mentioned this too, but that's one of the cool things about Momoji is that you can charge her her UTs in the air. So you double jump. If there's essence on the ground, you hold triangle, she'll pause in the air and grab it, and then land, and then UT anybody in the area. So I really like that about her. I was trying to kill the mage here, but he hides from the attacks. Let's keep slamming him until he's dead. And I know some of you guys may be looking at it, oh, this is not, you know, interesting gameplay. It's actually quite boring. Well, when you play through Master Ninja and you play one part over and over and over again, you're going to look for any sort of loophole you can possibly find to give you the edge in any encounter. And I was sitting here playing this dude and I was hoping, like, God, I hope I don't get grabs. I hope he doesn't grab me. Please don't grab me. So you see me kind of like peppering him, but I'm not, you know, going real hard in for the attack because I haven't hit a checkpoint. And of course, if I die right here, I gotta start the entire encounter over again. Well, that guy wasn't too challenging at all. What was he thinking? You're wrecked, son. I'm kidding. I was actually pretty nervous when I was fighting him because I didn't want to die. I didn't want to die to fight him again. The whole gauntlet, for that matter. I don't want to fight the whole gauntlet again, so that's what was really going on. Of course, you can always talk trash after you beat the guy, right? Not before. Because then if you get wrecked, it's embarrassing. Couple of dragons up here. Just don't even try to fight him in that little super small area, because they'll just take advantage of you. And as you see here, I make it a real good habit to wound them, go in for the kill. Just trying to, you know, charge head on into them. They'll just gang up on you and kill you. They'll headbutt you like that dude did in chapter 4. He just headbutted me into the wall and killed me instantly. And I had like a good 90% health, maybe 80. So there's always a strategy when you fight any of the bigger enemies in the game. You can always control their movement by your positioning. If you just run straight in, they're going to just gang up on you and kill you. And I think I might have a another fail coming up here in a moment. I think, but I don't die too many times throughout these early chapters. It's chapters after what 10, or the boss fight on 10 is stupid. And then anything after 12 and up, it can make anyone die over and over again. So yeah. And like right here, I was headed back to see if I can go back in there. I'm always preaching about abusing the checkpoints, the little save points. I was hoping I could go back in there and save. And then that way this area is clean, but I couldn't. So I know there's a gauntlet. And why can't I get up this wall right here? Look at this. Look at this. Dirt, 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 dirt. Like a retard moment. I was trying to go back and save. So if I die right here, I would have to fight everything over again, but I couldn't, so I had to kind of go ahead and fight through it. Come on. All right. They're gang up on me in the corner here. It's almost like rape. Look, look, look. Get off me, mage. He goes underground when I land, and then when I actually on the ground, he comes out and tries to grab me. No. That's not how this works. Yeah, let's heal up. We don't want to take any unnecessary chances. We're doing so well right here. Oh, oh. And then to make matters worse right here, this is what I'm saying, how it's no, I was trying to go back and hit the checkpoint. Because I know that there's a gauntlet down this little alleyway right here. And I'm forced to do it this way. Yep, there's only, I think, 2 checkpoints in here. Maybe 3. And in between those checkpoints is a gauntlet. But fortunately for playing Momiji, the chapters are really short, so you don't get stressed out. At least not as much anyway. Yeah, you want to have as many resources available to you as you possibly can when you got on this gauntlet, because it is quite a ways to go. It's not terrible, but it is a long gauntlet to go through, and the save points at the very, very end. I thought I died more times than this. I probably shouldn't get too happy or ahead of myself. So I might die in here. Yep, that guy's on the ground. Just OT both of them. I don't even mess around with him. Wasn't too challenging at all, was it? But it gets worse. We're not done yet. I know you're in here. There they are. These guys are terrible. But I'll take these guys over the dogs. I will never change my position on that. When I compare enemies to enemies, dogs will be forever number. Look at this shit. Get off me. The dogs. This dude's mean business. Better play dead, son. You ain't getting up. Okay. The dogs will forever be hated enemy number one. Can't stand the dogs. Just thinking about them gets me upset. So as usual, you see anybody standing in the back with a rocket or explosive arrow, they are priority number one. There might be a death in here. I don't think I played through this whole chapter with just 2 deaths. I think I might die in this gauntlet, but it wasn't too bad though. I feel it coming on now. Yep, right there. Complete and total bullshit. I have a couple moments like that now that I think about it. Further on in the chapters where I like go for the dodge and I press the dodge button, but the character just stands there. He has his huge hand, he just scoops me up and grabs me. I'm like, all right, man. So we gotta play through it again. I think this time I actually make short work of the dragons. I wouldn't be surprised that, and this probably is a bit far-fetched, but I wouldn't be surprised they had some sort of like coding in the game to be like, yeah, we're gonna fuck over him this many times. You know, we're gonna grab him when he shouldn't be grabbed. You know, sometimes, you know, when you're flowing through the game, it just seems too much of a coincidence. You know, you get grabbed and it's like I was on a roll there. Like that last fight you just saw me go through, I was in the roll. I was 2 kills away from the boss fight, and I sidestep and I get grabbed when I shouldn't have gotten grabbed. I don't know. I could be reaching. Now, how come Ryu's lunar staff couldn't have a blade on like Momoji's staff? I understand they want the weapons to be different and the experience between character to character, but this blade kicks ass though. I don't even struggle like that in here with it that much. Alright, and so time for a rematch. We're not gonna have the same results we had last fight. Yeah, when you hear a little ow, a little barking, get out of his way. No matter what you do, if you gotta get hit by a fireball, get out that way, a little bark. Yeah, it's too easy, see? I made short work of him that time right there. Mainly because he on that bullshit tried to grab me. If the game didn't have grabs, I don't think it would be that difficult. Not saying the grabs, you know. Oh, hold on. Yes, give Sanji back to her. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think that if the game didn't have grabs, it would be as challenging. And yes, the grabs are cheap because they're always an insta-kill, but, you know, something to think about. And here are the Tenju brothers. A bunch of birds and high heels, and he has feathers on. He's got fur on his neck, he's got high heels on. Yeah, it's kind of comical. So check this out right here. The main strength of the birds, or two main strengths, is the grab and then the stomp. The one stomps and the other one goes for the grab. So what you do is you lure him over here to this little doorway, and the doorway counters his stomp. The stomp is actually him jumping in the air and slamming down on you. But if you lure it, it's like right here. You see how you can't go any higher? It keeps me from having to worry about when he's coming down and where he's coming down at. And I don't know if this is like hard coded into the game, but if you have one over here, the other one isn't as aggressive. If you have them on the outside, you try to fight both of them, they seem to be more aggressive. So I was just kind of like taking my time, chipping away at itself in here. Not doing anything fancy or risky because we have the advantage here. He's stuck in here with us. And you see he can't, I see the other one in the back of my camera. Oh, I get whacked. Heal up quick. Yeah, fight him out here, he's way more aggressive. But see that stump that he does? If he's in that room, he can't go up like that. He's just stuck there. So keep doing it over and over again? Okay. Better change your move setup, man. Oh, nope. I spoke too soon. Here we go again. And to be honest, I can't even complain because I'd rather him do this than try to grab me over and over again. That is annoying. I think the red one is bad for it. I don't think it's the blue one. I could be wrong. Yeah, that right there, of course, that grab is an instant kill. But the red one might not, or the blue one might not do it as aggressively. The red one just does it non-stop, man. Like that's his only move that they gave him. It's really irritating.
Sanji.
What a weakling.
Sanji, よかった。もみじ姉ちゃん、里が。大丈夫。里のみんなも待っているわ。さあ、帰りましょう。お姉ちゃんが守ってあげるから。忍びになれるその日まで。
Well, guys, that seems to be it. Short and simple. Sweet, short and simple, should I say. It's just too easy. We'll just put it that way. Knocking out chapter 5 and chapter challenge mode on the Match Ninja difficulty. Yeah, just under 30 minutes, so that's not bad at all. Well, that's about it for this chapter, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on chapter 6 and 7. All right, I'm out.